Hey guys, how you doing? I want to talk to you today about a 2003 Chrysler Sebring Blend Door Actuator. Now the reason you might be looking at this video and wanting to check this out is because you might have had the same problem I had. The problem was I had virtually no heat. I'd turn on the heater and I'd get nothing but cold air. And not only that, but I wouldn't get cold air down in the lower vents like you're supposed to. The only place the air would ever come out is through the defroster vent. Not only that, during the summer, the air conditioning didn't work. The compressor would turn on, and I would get cold air, but it would only come out through the defroster vent. These controls right here that I'm turning right now, they didn't work. Not at all. The temperature control did not work. The fan control did work. The fan works fine and it's really quiet. So again, the biggest problem was no heater at all. I checked the coolant level. I did all the standard things you would check. Everything was fine. I thought I was going to have to try to find the blend door actuator. It was the most obvious culprit and most probable cause for this problem. I thought by going through the glove box I might be able to get access to it. No, that's not the case. And I'll discuss that blend door actuator in a moment. But let me tell you what I did. Just for the heck of it, I thought I might check and see if everything was connected on this switch. You see, you need to understand that there are no cables anymore. When you turn these switches, you're not actuating a cable control. Now it's a solenoid control, and therefore these switches have to be supplied with power. So I read somewhere online that it's possible that one of these plugs could be simply unplugged, and that was what the problem could be. Or I thought perhaps I might find a vacuum line back here. I didn't know what I was going to find exactly, but I did discover that you can easily pry this panel up. But what you need is a pry tool like what I've got here in my hand. And what I did is I found these pry tools online as a kit. There's about 7 of them, and they're all different sizes and shapes, but they're all made out of this nice blue plastic. And they're perfect. I was able to work on this panel here, and I didn't damage anything. I didn't scratch anything. I didn't mess anything up. Not at all. So this is what you need if you want to do this. Now, if you have a Sebring like this, you know that there's no screws anywhere, and it's like almost a mystery how this comes out. Well, it's not really, actually, it's not a mystery at all. It's really pretty simple. Take a pry tool, start at the bottom, get those 2 clips at the bottom started, kind of pry towards the middle of it and just be gentle with it, and you will find the whole thing just pops out just like that. And there it is. There's the entire control right there. So let's take a look at what was actually the problem. The problem was that this black plug was in fact plugged in, but this white one was not plugged in. It had never been snapped into its position. It simply was kind of plugged in part way, but never snapped in. Well, that white plug right there has all the power for the switches. So if that switch doesn't have power, it can't actuate a solenoid elsewhere in the car. So there's the problem. So all I had to do to fix this problem was to take that white plug and simply plug it back into the control. But let's take a look at this a little deeper. You might have a problem with your light bulbs on those switches. There's 3 of them, and I've got this control turned upside down now. We're looking at the back of it, and I'm going to show you here how simple and easy it is to simply change a light bulb here. I've got a really small screwdriver, and you'll notice that you simply turn the bulb a 1/4 turn counterclockwise. Now, what you need to do when you've got these loosened up, you got to have your hand ready to catch the bulbs because they're going to fall out. And there it is. So make sure when you flip that over, make sure you're ready to catch those light bulbs because those are pretty little. Who knows where they could land. So that's all there is to it. If you need to change a light bulb, that's all you need to do. There's only those 3 right there. So now it's time to put them back in. I inspected mine and found that they were okay, so I didn't need to replace any. But when it comes time to put them back in, you simply put them back in their hole and kind of jiggle it back and forth a little, as you're going to see I do here with this one. And kind of pop it in, and then 1/4 turn clockwise, and that's all you need to do. The light bulb is now seated and ready to go. So now we're ready to reinstall our switches and our switch module there, and we're good to go. So simply take it back in the car and make sure you plug that white one in, and plug in obviously the black one, of course. And then we're going to snap the whole module in, and everything will be good. So let's talk about that Blend Door Actuator. It does exist, and it is in the car, but the problem is it's buried way back in, in underneath the dash. There is no access going in the way that I am right here, and there is no access if you go through the glove box. So the only way you're going to get to the blend door is you're going to have to take the dash apart. Now here I've snapped this all back in, and you simply push on the top, push on the middle, and snap it all in, and then I finish by doing the bottom snaps on the bottom there, and it's ready to go. Everything worked perfect when I put this all back together. And look at this, I spent absolutely no money for parts, and it took about 8 minutes actually. So, and the problem was solved. So I hope this helps somebody out there that may have had the same problem that I had, and you just saved a whole ton of money, because you don't have to take the car all apart, and it's fixed in under 10 minutes for nothing. How's that? That's really cool. So I hope you enjoy my little video. I hope this helps you out, and we'll catch you later. Take care.